In a quiet African village, a new mother was getting ready for bed. Her baby was only 2 weeks old. The night was still and peaceful, but in that calm, something dark was waiting. Amma and her brother Kojo grew up together. They worked on their parents' farm. They fetched water together and shared food when there was little to eat. Amma was kind and everyone loved her, but Kojo carried jealousy in his heart. As they grew, that jealousy slowly hardened into hate. He wanted wealth, he wanted power, and he believed that if he sacrificed his sister, he could have it all. Years later, Amma was a mother. One quiet night, she laid her baby down to sleep. The lamp flickered and shadows danced on the wall. She turned to blow out the light, and then she saw it, a shape moving where no one stood. And then came the hiss. Her heart pounded. A large black shape, a serpent, was crawling toward her baby's bed. She grabbed her child and screamed for help. Some children ran out into the night, shouting for the neighbors. Within minutes, people rushed in. Men and women came with sticks, shouting, stones in their hands, faces tight with fear. They struck at the shadows where the snake moved. It hissed and twisted, refusing to die. Soon, more men arrived and finally caught the snake, carrying it out of the house. They poured kerosene over the serpent's coiled body and set it on fire. It burned and screamed until it stopped moving. Then, silence. They carried what was left deep into the forest and threw it away. Amma sat trembling, holding her baby close, whispering prayers until morning. At sunrise, a group of men came to Amma's house. They were friends of her brother, Kojo. Their faces were heavy with grief. One stepped forward and spoke softly. "Amma, we bring bad news. Your brother died last night." She gasped. They said he had not been sick, but when they found him, his whole body was burned black, as if fire had touched him in his sleep. Later that day, Amma set out to visit her brother's family. On the road, she met a man of God. He looked at her once and stopped walking. "My daughter," he said, "do not go. Last night, the spirit of your brother came to you as that serpent. When you burned the snake, his evil burned with it." Amma froze. She remembered the snake's eyes, how human they looked in the lantern light. And deep in her heart, she knew. The man spoke truth. The villagers still speak of that night, of the snake that came for the new mother, and of the man who died with fire on his skin. They say the serpent was no ordinary creature. It was the spirit of greed and jealousy. Evil does not always come from strangers. Sometimes it hides behind familiar eyes. But light, even from a single lamp, will always expose what darkness tries to keep. Years passed. Amma raised her children and her grandchildren. She never forgot that night or the mercy that spared her life. She lived a long life, all the way to 103 years old, telling this story as a warning and a testimony. And this story is true.